Hey, what's up guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and OMA Realty. So this is gonna be the piggyback of this whole appraisal process that I have been going through. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go through a few things that I wish I knew, a few things that maybe you should know, and would I change the path that I'm taking? Probably not. But for starters, let's go ahead and go on with exactly this appraisal process. And did I make the right choice with this McKissick? I actually said it right this time. McKissick learning tool that they that was online amongst a million other different appraisal schools. But we're gonna go ahead and go with this. So I am currently right now, I'm like, I think like 70 hours deep into this. Now I apologize. I know I said I was gonna keep up with this and do the videos and stuff, but this is consuming so much of my time. Typically I usually take like a couple hours a day and do like a YouTube video and this and that, but I have been focusing mainly on this. So I have my work, my family thing, and this is real life, right? This is exactly what's going on. This is how you're gonna be doing it. Majority of us that are in the appraisal world, we got families, or maybe, you got a job and you got to do something in order to go ahead and keep the ball rolling in life, so to speak, okay? So the one thing that I did find out, I put myself a nice little handy dandy sheet. Okay, the first thing that I did notice, or I found out, is that number one, you don't need to do this education first. The education is redundant right now. It means nothing. You could essentially pick up the phone and start calling around for supervisor appraisers, and then you could go ahead and go from there. Get your education, and in the midst of doing all of this, you could go ahead and do your educational requirements if you just so choose to. Me, I'm not that type of guy. I want to get this part out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to do too many things at once. I want to just get this knocked out. And plus, I'm like going on my 70th hour of education, and I'm not that far away. So whatever, by this end of this week, which I'll show you exactly, the McKissick, how you get started, what I did, what like little troubles that I had going through. Number two, listen, whenever you're doing this is a lot of material, a ton of material. Like it is ridiculous amount of material. Now this is alongside of anything else. Don't overanalyze it, okay? Get through the course. Now, I am going to go ahead and plead ignorance on this, but I am going to assume that majority of the educational stuff that you learn on these classes have nothing to do with really appraising. Maybe some of it does, but like I am a mortgage broker, I'm a real estate broker. Majority of the stuff that we learned in education and everything that we did over there had nothing to do with selling a mortgage or guidelines with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and any one of those, or where you source clients or any of that stuff, the normal everyday stuff that you were going to go ahead and have to do. Now, I am going to say that I did, just out of a trial and error type of thing. I wanted to see how easy it was to go ahead and find a supervisor appraiser. Now, me being a mortgage broker, we do have a little bit of a separation between appraisers and us because we're not technically allowed to directly contact them. We all know what happened in 2008. Fun fact, what I just learned is that pre-2008, 90% of all appraisers came in overinflated. Had no idea. Now I know why. And there's so many different subcategories of appraisal. There's appraisal foundations, the subcommittee, board of trustees, qualifications board, standards board. Dude, like how bad did you appraisers mess up in order to have so many of them? This person has to deal with this person. Now, this is all the education stuff that you have to go. Now, to give you a precedence on the education part of it as a whole, you're going to be doing a lot of basic stuff. If you have a real estate license, a lot of the stuff that you're going to be doing over here, you already know. You know about fee simple, you know about deeds, leasehold interest, a lot of these, right? The ones that you don't know is like very basic arithmetic, like very, very basic math problems. Like you need to know your mean, median, and mode, which one is the average, which one is the common reoccurring number, which one is the middle number, the median. So those are the basic things that you have. That's why I say don't overanalyze it. Don't worry about too much of that stuff. Just get on with what you're doing. And plus, it's just so done. Let me go ahead and get this on. I'm gonna go ahead and let you listen to what you have to hear in order, because this is like, first hour, it's great, it's amazing, it's awesome. But then you get onto this, and then you're like, this is what.
Support for an allocation ratio may be derived from mass appraisal, observed patterns, consultations with developers on their costs.
Now, you'll be interested with that for a few hours. But after that, you're like, God, kill me. I hate, like, it's just so monotonous. It's so, I don't even know if that's the word that you use. And then the questions, okay? Now, when they ask the questions, on these exams, I swear to God, it makes no sense whatsoever whenever they ask something. It's like listening to Mike Tyson trying to like explain something. Like they'll be like, my style's impeccable, and my I want to eat your heart, I want to eat your children, and I want to do this and I want to do that. What is a square? How many townships are in 73 different whatever, right? Or how many chains and links are in one township? You're like, that doesn't even make any sense. It's just like the questions are so thing. Now, with that said, I'm still gonna say that the McKissick, I am so happy with using them. As far as it goes now, I've done a lot of educational stuff previously with my broker's license on mortgaging and real estate. This one's pretty good. This one's not that bad. It gives you what you need. You can get in, get out, and then after you're done, you get these. It's like you're back in school again. You get like these little certificate of completion things. So I got 3 of them. There is one thing which I'll show you a few more things on here. I did not know how to add courses. So if you do end up going to McKissick, okay, just so you know, if you want to go ahead and do individual courses, let me know. I'll text me or message me on Instagram or whatever you want. I can get you a discount. I will get something in return. I'll get like an Amazon gift card. I just have to shoot your email on over. But I highly discourage that. The one that I chose, if you look at my previous video, I chose the subscription part of it. The subscription allows me to go ahead and add as many courses as I want, because I am going to go all the way to Certified General. Certified General just means that you could appraise everything, and I don't want to be an appraisal. Let me get this out of the way. I do not want to be appraisal. The whole precedence of this is, number one, I want to go ahead and start an AMC. An AMC is an appraisal management company where I could go ahead and hire appraisers just to kind of piggyback what I'm already doing on the mortgaging side. Number 2 is I think that this is absolutely ridiculous how difficult it is to go ahead and get an appraisal supervisor. That has to change. I'm going to try my best to go ahead and change that. I will never turn anybody away. There is a little caveat to that, which I also found out. In order to be an appraisal supervisor, after you get your certified appraisal license or certified general or whatever it is that you end up getting, you have a 3-year waiting period. So stay tuned, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and implement something that's going to go ahead and help you, which maybe in 3-4 years, you'll be watching this video and you'll be like, hey, that's the guy that's going to help me get my hours in. Yes. Appraisers are really jerks. I understand why they are, because you're just kind of on your own and you go do your own thing, and you really don't have like too much, like all you're doing in life is you're providing a service, right? You're providing a service without any like you're not getting star ratings. At least I don't think you are. You just have to get the appraisal, you have to go do your thing, and then you have to go ahead and get it completed and sent over with as little errors as possible, right? That's all that the lenders want to seek, because you are not going to be working for individual person. Of course, you might do individual appraisals here and there for somebody who's getting divorced. They need to evaluate the property, yada, yada, yada. But majority of the time, if you do end up going as a residential appraiser, or you go into a certified residential appraiser, you're going to be working at an AMCs that's going to be going to banks. Banks are going to go ahead and shoot on over an order to an AMC, and then AMC is going to go ahead and shoot on an order over to you. How many AMCs you're part of, that's going to be up to you. But what else did I do in my handy dandy thing? Okay, and now the testing, okay? Now, when you are doing the testing, this is another reason why I like this. Now, I don't know if all the rest of them are like this. I don't know if all the rest of these appraisal schools are like this, but when I took my exam for this, I went and they have this online testing thing. So I have this little YouTube channel, so I have the luxury of having majority of the stuff already. Now, when you do take your exam, okay, I have you're gonna need like a laptop that has video capability, just so you know. Number two is you're gonna need a tripod or something because you're gonna need to do your test here, where you're gonna have to do a video of you, and then you're gonna have another, like your phone or something like that, on a tripod that's gonna be like about 6 feet away. They're gonna be looking at you from that angle and this angle, and it's only $15. And that $15, just so you know, you could sit there, and when you do the exam, you have 3 chances to do the exam. You could knock all of those out at one time if you want. That $15, you have 3 hours to go ahead and do it. If you fail, great. There is a little bit of a downside to that. Okay, so now when I did take my test, this is one thing I really dislike because it's hard to know exactly where you failed. Like for instance, if you go take a state exam, right? If you take a state exam or something like that and you end up failing, which I did, I failed my broker's exam like a long time ago. I think I got it on the second try. If you fail, it gives you the subcategories of what you need to focus on, whether it's going to be whatever it is, right? The math portion of it, or it could be the deeds or whatever it is. I'm brain farting right now. This one does not tell you what you got wrong. It does not tell you where you need to focus on. It does not tell you anything. Now, of course, I did pass my 30-hour course, going on to the other 30-hour course, and then I did a bunch of these other ones, which is going to be, I don't know, it's I think I'm like at 70 something hours, whatever, but I'll show you exactly what I did. They don't tell you exactly what you did, so it's kind of like a guessing game. That part sucks. I don't like that that's a guessing part. Now, when you do take the test, they do allow you a scratch paper. They do allow you to have something as a reference, something to reference. I just have like a little reference, which tells me, gives me a breakdown of an inch, how much of an inch is, how much is a foot, how much is a chain, how much is a link, how much is a standard section. It gives me basic math stuff, which I didn't know you were allowed to. That's what they said, and so I used that, which is great. Now, after you are done taking your test, they make you rip up everything in front of them, and then you have to throw it away. But it is a guessing game. I'm sure you're probably going to sit there and you're going to try to remember which answers that you thought you were getting wrong, which ones that you were getting right, and you can kind of review it from there. A little tip and trick though. At the end, you have your course review, right? You have your course review where it's like an exam review or something like that. Just do that like 5 or 6 times. That will prep you better than trying to sit there and go to every single, I'm going to go to this section and I'm going to go to that section. Go to every single section, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to do the review quiz at the end of it. Just do that a couple of times and do that for every single section. It helped me out, might help you out, I don't know, but that's just what I personally like. Let's see. McKissick is good. And then I don't understand a lot of to piggyback off of this, I don't understand why majority of people need to know, like an appraisal side, like why do you need to know the formula to advertise a loan? I don't understand. Now I'm pleading ignorance. I have no idea. Like, I guess it kind of makes sense on a DSCR loan, on a debt service covered ratio loan. But for the life of me, why does an appraiser need to know what the purpose, why do you need to know how to calculate amortization? Let me know, in the comments below. I have no idea. A lot of this stuff makes no sense. Why do you guys need to know, on the lending portion of it, why, other than the guidelines set by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, where their requirements for an appraised property is, let's say FHA has higher stringent appraisal requirements, but other than those, why do you need to know loan products. Why do you need to know any of that stuff? Other than like if this is a Fannie Mae product, this is the guidelines of an appraised property, what we're looking for. Why do you need to know anything about the loan products? I don't understand. It's beyond me. But let me show you exactly the program, okay? You can kind of see what I'm talking about and where I'm going with all of this. And the little hiccups that I have now, I cannot show you a lot of things because I don't know how this works. And McKismic, if you are watching this, or McKissick, or whatever your name is, if you are watching this and I am doing something wrong, please reach out to me. I'll re-edit this video and I'll show you. But I'm going to try to keep this as basic as possible, where you add your courses, and a few little tidbits here and there. Hold on, let me go ahead and show you and do some screen recording. Okay, so this is going to be just the class part of it. So I'm going to close this. It's saving your progress. Come on. Progress save before exiting. Now, these are going to be your courses. So, of course, like over here. So this course right here, I completed it. So this is, I don't know if this is like weird or anything like that. Because the other classes that I did, which I'm right now on this one, I still have to do that one. That one is done. That one is done. These gave me my certificate right away, but I'm not sure if the proctoring thing is, because this one was proctored, like it locks your certifications, but whatever. So the one problem that I did have is when I went to add courses, I didn't know which course to go ahead and add, because it gives you like this 225-hour basic course, right? It gives you this 225-hour basic course, 161 hours, 180 hours. I was like, I have no idea which one I had. So the guys at McKissick were really cool. I called them. I said, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. And they just pre-added all my courses for me and did all of that good pajazz. So whenever I did my courses, so you're going to go to your courses, you're going to open it. Now, what I'm talking about is over here, okay? So this is going to be your educational part of it. Now, whenever you're going, just go to the end, okay? Look, go to the end and do your quiz page. I'm not going to click on the quiz page because I don't know how that works with, giving you too much information or cheating or any of that stuff. I'm sure they don't want majority of their information or how things are done out there, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. But this gives you a basic breakdown of exactly what they have. Like these are just the subcategories, like chapter 2 is license certification housing, ethics, and all of this. This gives you a breakdown of exactly what's on this first chapter. And then you just go through this, and it's pretty much self-explanatory after that. So let's go ahead and stop that. But yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and get another video out after I do, because the one that I did, this is the appraisal basics, and now I'm appraisal evaluations. I did appraisal, what did I do here? Supervisor trainee, laws and regulations, and certificate elimination. I've down 4 or 5 courses now. Get through it. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, what I think is that you just get this part knocked out of the way, finish it, and then just go ahead and get your supervisor appraiser. So this is just one thing that you want, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up doing exactly what everybody else is going to do. You're going to go ahead and get your educational requirements knocked out. Then you have to go ahead and get your experience knocked out. Once you get your experience knocked out, then you're just going to go ahead and buy CompuCram. CompuCram is like those cram, gives you a bunch of sample questions and stuff like that. You're going to hunker down and do that for 2-3 weeks, and then you're going to go ahead and take your state exam, and then hopefully pray to God that you go ahead and pass. That's what you're going to do. And I think majority of the stuff you're going to end up learning from your supervisor trainee, your trainee supervisor. So that's where we're at right now on the appraisal thing. And then I'll keep you up to date. So if you like the content, like, subscribe, comment for up to 50% commission rebate, 0% listing on selling your current home or any mortgage assistance. Because let's face it, your boy here, I am a mortgage broker, and times are tough right now. It ain't the pretty. Real estate sucks so bad, and I'm sure appraisers are feeling it. Mortgage people like myself, we're feeling it. Real estate side, they're feeling it. Unless you're killing it, and I don't know, because we suck right now. I'm in LA. in LA and Los Angeles right now, it is garbage. It is terrible. So it might be a little difficult finding a supervisor. It might not be. It might be more difficult getting more experience, getting it done, because you do have a time limit to go ahead and get that experience out of the way. That's why I say if you have a job, you're going to be trying to get your experience out of the way, like in conjunction to a job, because life goes on. You have to do what you got to do, right? But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I hope this helped out. If I could answer any other questions, or if you have anything else that you want me to go ahead and cover, please comment below. Let me know, because I'm just trying to get as much stuff as I can, because now I have to get back on this and try to get this God blessed freaking this information just embedded in this peanut head of mine. But until next video, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Peace.
I don't wanna waste a minute.